So I picked these three up yesterday, last night at a thrift store: a VHS tape, a DVD, and a book. And then this, of course, is the George Michael vinyl record, Faith vinyl record, that came from the other thrift store, and I want to talk about that as well. So first of all, these are the three that I picked up. Now, in terms of selling online, only this is the only one I'm going to sell online, and not on eBay, actually on Amazon. This is going in my store, and this is going in my store. Technically, you could sell this on eBay, but it's not selling super quick, so I prefer to just put it in my store. It's going for around the cheapest price on eBay. Free shipping was 12.80, 12.79, and there was 14 of them for sale on eBay. 2 have sold in the last 90 days, and both of those were sealed copies. Well, it said new. I assume they're sealed. So there weren't any used copies that sold, but I'm gonna have it or sell it in my store for $5. I know anime, Dragon Ball stuff is popular, so I'll see how quickly I can sell it. And I got that for 79 cents. They sell the VHS tapes in that thrift store for 79 cents each, or 3 for $1. But I couldn't find any others, unfortunately. They put out a bunch of them, but they just weren't any good for my store or for selling online. But yeah, so I got that one. This one here is one I've never had in the store, Thoroughly Modern Millie, an older movie, as you can see, with Mary Tyler Moore, Julie Andrews, and Carol Channing. And this one sells really well on eBay in terms of the sell-through rate, but there's just not profit on there. But these are the kind of DVDs I like to pick up to have in my store, because I do sell a lot of the older movies that are, from the 80s and older. I sell a lot of those from the 80s, 70s, 60s, 50s, that kind of stuff. And now 90s is becoming older, so 90s as well, especially the early 90s. So I picked that up for $1, that up for 79 cents, and then this was this was $1. Sorry, I think this was $1. That was $2, or vice versa. But yeah, I'm pretty sure this was $1. So this book I saw on the shelf, and I knew I should look it up. Would you look this up if you were scanning through books at the thrift store or wherever you might be? Observing Hancock at Gettysburg: The General's Leadership Through Eyewitness Accounts. For me, it stands out because it is not just about Gettysburg, but it's about a specific general and his leadership through eyewitness accounts. So it's not just somebody writing about this particular general from other, other texts, other information that they're gathering, doing their research, but it's actually from eyewitness accounts, which makes it a little more niche, a little more specific, and something that would be good, could be worth selling. So this one has a 2 million sales rank on Amazon for books, which, if you know books, is kind of high, but not too high. I think anything over 3, you start to get into the really long tail, unless there's very, very few copies and it's going for a lot of money and it actually sells for a lot of money. This one, in the last 12 months, the price has not gone below $20, so that is a great sign that I can actually sell it for the current price, which is 20 and change. So I listed mine for $16.56 plus shipping, which is basically $20 free shipping for compared to the other people that have free shipping offers. So this one I picked up for $1, and I will list today on Amazon and see how long it takes to sell. But considering that it's got a higher rank, it doesn't sell that often, it might take a little bit longer to sell. So that one I picked up. And then this, of course, is from the big vinyl pickup. Now what I did is I took it home, because I told you it looked a little, potentially that it might not play perfectly, but I went home where I have a nice turntable hooked up to some speakers that I bought 5 or so years ago when I started selling vinyl on Amazon. That's right, I've sold many records on Amazon, FBA of all things. And anyway, that's why I bought that record player, to test records. And so I tested this one on both sides, all the songs. It sounds great, no problems. I got it for $3. I'm going to sell it in my store for $30. We'll see if I can sell it for $30. If it doesn't sell there, I can always put it on eBay. The lowest price, there's only 3 current currently available on eBay. The lowest price was $50 plus shipping. And the sell-through rate is basically 100% over 90 days. So more than the 3 that are for sale have sold in the last 90 days. So it's definitely a highly collectible album. I'm really glad I found it. Surprised to find it for so cheap, even at the thrift store. So yeah, all these are going in my store except for the book. You know, I could easily sell this on eBay, the record, but I prefer to have a bigger selection, quality selection for my repeat customers, and for anybody new that might come in and say, "Oh wow, he's got George Michael Faith record." That's pretty rare. So I was glad I was able to find the records, of course, and then yesterday find that book, because I was looking through all the DVDs, through all the VHS tapes, and there was only those 2 that made sense for me. And then as I looked through the books, I was running out of time, so I was glad to find something that was worth selling. Sometimes that's just what happens, you know. I'm not going to buy something. It doesn't make sense to just buy something just to buy something. Only really something that makes sense to sell online or in my store. All right, guys, thanks for watching. See you in the next video.